Welcome to my fast news segment channel. You can view quick news in few minutes. Telangana state has secured investment worth rupees 92,906 crore in the last 8 months since Chief Minister Revant Reddy led Congress government assumed office in December 2023. This influx of investment has resulted in the creation of 1,13,724 jobs, marking a major boost to the state economy. A large portion of this investment surge stemmed from the Chief Minister international trip. Hundreds of Congress leaders, party workers and supporters welcome Revant Reddy with great fanfare at Hyderabad International Airport in Shamshabad as he returned from the 11-day tour of the US and South Korea. On Wednesday, the Chief Minister visited is being hailed as a landmark achievement in attracting foreign investment, setting a new record for Telangana. During his trip, Revant Reddy clinches deal with 25 companies which create thousands of jobs for Telangana youth. Discussing the future vision for Telangana, Revant Reddy outlined the concepts of the future state which will be divided into 3 development rings. The first ring will encompass the core urban area of Hyderabad. The second will focus on semi-urban region where manufacturing facilities will be established, and the third ring will target rural Telangana, aiming to develop the region into some of the best villages in Asia with modern amenities. Reflecting on Hyderabad's rich history, Chief Minister acknowledged the contribution of past leaders from former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, who laid the foundation for IT development in city, to successive administration of Chandrababu Naidu and Rajshekhar Reddy, who fostered the city growth. Cyber city also developed during this period, and now similarly lined we are envision the creation of a fourth city, the future city, he explained. All eyes on Prime Minister Narendra Modi as he is expected to make big announcement in his third term first Independence Day speech from the rampart of the Red Fort on Thursday. Modi will be the third Prime Minister after Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi to address the nation from the Red Fort on level constitutive Independence Day occasion. He will also surpass former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, who delivered 10 Independence Day speech during his tenure. Kunda police arrested 8 persons who were involved in the murder of a rowdy shooter named Khaja Riasuddin at Balapur on August 9th. The prime accused Muhammad Hamid is absconding and presently hiding in Dubai, said the police. He had offered a supari of rupees 13 for the murder of Riasuddin to the other accused, who arranged a country-made firearm and lethal weapon for the murder. On August 9th, the gang member rammed in the motorcycle of Riasuddin and fell on the road. They attacked him. One of the assailants shot him dead with a country-made firearm, leading to his death, said G. Sudhir Babu Rachakunda, Commissioner of Police. The Hyderabad Traffic Police have announced restriction to be followed during Independence Day on August 15 around the Golconda Fort. The restriction will remain in place from 6 am to noon. The entry from Ramdev Huda to Golconda Fort will be used for the A Gold, A White and B Blue car pass holder who have been invited for Independence Day. All the invitees with A Gold, A White and B Blue car passes coming from Secunderabad, Banjara Hills, Masaptank and Mehedipatnam sites are requested to come via Reti Bauli and Nanal Nagar Junction and take a left turn towards Balika Bhavan Langar House. Thousands of women from all walks of life gathered across West Bengal at midnight on Wednesday to protest the brutal rape murder of a doctor on duty at a Kolkata hospital last week. Social media drive protest began at 11:55 p.m. Lightning with Independence Day celebration and took part in key areas across both small towns and big cities, including multiple locations in Kolkata. The air was filled with chants of "We want justice" as thousands of women took to the street across the state, while political party flags were banned. Flags representing marginalized communities like LGBTQ were welcomed. The Food Safety Department continues its effort to ensure safe and hygienic eaters in Hyderabad as various restaurants in Begumpet area were raided by officials on Tuesday, August 13 and Wednesday, August 14. The official raided the kitchens of a five-star restaurant, the Manohar, on Tuesday, August 13 and found unsafe condition, including expired food ingredients and flavoring agents. The official also found spoiled vegetables in the pantry. The drains were not cleaned properly and filled with stained water. A live cockroach infection were found in the kitchen. The bread prepared and kept in the cold store was found without any cover. Five-star Hyderabad restaurant failed to provide water analysis report for their RO plant. The Manohar, New Urvashi Bar and Restaurant and Bowl of China restaurant were raided in Begumpet. The Hindu Mahasabha on Wednesday said it opposed the India-Bangladesh cricket match which is to take place in Gwalior in October to protest the massacre of Hindus in the neighboring country, and its activities will damage the venue if it was not called off. The T20 match is scheduled to be played at the Madhav Rao SC India International Cricket Stadium in Gwalior on August 6. President Draupadi Murmu on Wednesday commended the remarkable achievement of Indian athletes, particularly highlighting the national performance at the recent Olympic Games in Paris and Rohit Sharma-led cricket team tribute in T20 World Cup. In her address to the nation on the eve of Independence Day, President Murmu described this accomplishment as exemplary demonstration of dedication and hard work. Said President Murmu, our athletes have excelled on the global stage and their recent achievement will inspire future generation, she said. Is the uproar over the rape and murder of a trainee doctor in Kolkata. Leader of opposition in Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi on Wednesday said the attempt to save the accused instead of providing justice to the victim raised serious question on the hospital and the local administration. The entire country is shocked by the gruesome incident of rape and murder of a junior doctor in Kolkata, said the former Congress president, adding there is an atmosphere of insecurity among the doctor community and women with the revelation about the manner of the cruel and inhuman act against her. Hyderabad Commissioner of Police Avinash Mohanty has called on principal of all education institutions to take proactive measures to prevent ragging on their campus. In a statement released on Tuesday, Commissioner Mohanty highlighted that any student found guilty and imprisoned under Section 4 of the Telangana Provision of Ragging Act 1997 will face immediate dismissal for their education institution. Additionally, if the imprisonment exceeds 6 months, the convicted student will be barred from enrolling in any other education institution. Suspected food poisoning was reported in Jagitiala district of Telangana on August 13. 5 students from the Mahatma Jyotiba Bhule Girls Hostel located in Gollapalli Mandal were admitted to the district hospital. After falling ill, students were transported by ambulance for medical treatment and doctors are currently providing care. The L&T Metro Rail Hyderabad had decided to levy parking charges at 2 metro stations in Hyderabad. The conglomerate announced on Wednesday, August 14, parking charges will be levied at the Nagol Metro Station and the Miapur Metro Station beginning August 25th and September 1st respectively. L&T Metro Rail Hyderabad today as a part of its pilot run to the test functioning and efficiency of various systems. A trial was conducted at Nagol parking facility. Inconvenience thus caused to our passenger is regretted, L&T said in a statement. AIMIM President Asaduddin Owaisi on Wednesday, August 14, criticized UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath over reports that state government officials of Yadav and Muslim communities were being removed from duty in the district where 10 assembly seats are going to by-election in the state. Asaduddin Owaisi also appealed to the Election Commission of India to ensure free and fair election. Hyderabad MP said this statement of the UP Chief Minister shows that he does not want a free and fair by-poll in UP. On Wednesday announced several medals for 1,037 police personnel of various central and state forces on the eve of Independence Day. According to Union Home Minister statement, 214 personnel will be decorated with bravery medals, including a President Medal for gallantry and 231 medals for gallantry. The GM will include 4 decorations for firefighters and 1 for civil defense personnel. A maximum of 52 brave medals have been given to Central Reserve Police Force. 31 to Jammu and Kashmir Police, 17 police personnel each from Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra, 15 from Chhattisgarh and a dozen from the Madhya Pradesh. Several Muslim social organizations in city protested against Waqf Amendment Bill 2024 on August 14th. Muslim United Federation, Minority Development Society, Jamia Al Hadith, All India Sufi Ulema Council, Awaz, Majlis Bachao Tehreek, MPJ, Muslim United Federation, Minority Development Society and other organizations participated in the protest. Maulana Sufi Khairuddin Khadri, President of All Indian Sufi Ulema Council, said the bill was drafted with the purpose of damaging the Muslim wealth and weakening the community financially. He appealed to all secular party and organizations to come out and protest. Supreme Court on Wednesday sought response from the ED on the bail plea filed by jailed MLA Abbas Ansari in connection with a money laundering case. Abbas Ansari is son of a gangster politician former MLA Mukhtar Ansari who died in a jail few months ago. The bench Justice MM Sudresh and Sandeep Mehta issued notice to Enforcement Directorate and sought it to reply on the appeal filed by Ansari challenging an order of the Allahabad High Court which rejected the bail. An Air India flight who was about to departure from the Dabolim airport in Goa from Mumbai had to abort his takeoff due to a bird hit on Wednesday morning. An official said the incident took place at 6:45 p.m. He said a team of senior CBI officers reached Kolkata on Wednesday morning to investigate the alleged rape and murder of a woman doctor of a state-run hospital in Wednesday, West Bengal. Source at the central agency said the CBI team, which comprises medical and forensic experts, will visit the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital Seminar Hall, where the body of the trainee doctor was found on August 9th, they said. Complaint was filed on Wednesday with the investigation agency of Bangladesh International Crime Tribunal against deposed Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and several others, accusing them of committing crimes against humanity during the recent mass movement of the student against her government. The complaint was filed by the father of one of the students who died in a police gunshot during the massive street protest, an official of the agency said. BRS Working President KT Ramarao on Tuesday asked the state government to fill the vacant post in Gurukul's, assuring all support to the Gurukul's job aspirant who met him at his Nandi Nagar residence here. KT also former minister called the Chief Secretary A. Shanti Kumari, requested her to explore all possible solutions and address the issue. The candidate explained that the Gurukul board failed to follow the recent order of merit in filling 9,024 posts had resulted in many top candidates securing multiple jobs, leaving others in the second merit list without opportunity. South Central Railway has been encouraging the digital payment all over to improve ease of doing business and facilities in reducing the monetary transaction. The further encourage cashless transaction in more way to increase digital payment even at general booking and reservation counter. South Central Railway has introduced an additional facility of payment of ticket fare through QR code for purchasing a ticket. CM Baliraj Free electricity scheme is set to benefit 1.63 lakhs farmers from Nagpur circle of MSEDCL comprising Nagpur and Wardha district. The state government had recently issued a GR declaring free electricity to farmers who own agriculture pump up to 7.5 HP capacity for the next 5 years. MSEDCL stated that in accordance with the SR, by the end of March 2024, a community of around 90,654 farmers from Nagpur and 72,558 farmers from Wardha will be entitled to free electricity. As promised, the state government is all set to clear the third installment of crop loan waiver on August 15, with Chief Minister E. Revanth Reddy launching the program in Veramandal of Khammam district. In the third installment crop loan of rupees 1.50 lakhs to rupees 2 lakhs will be waived off and fund will be deposited in the bank account of beneficiary families, thus completing their exercise in the third phase. Revanth Reddy has assured farmers during NS election campaign the loan waiver would be completed by August 15 at any cost. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced on Tuesday that Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited will soon roll out 5G service following substantial government support. The state-run telecom operator is poised to launch its 5G network within 6 to 8 months after completing its pan-India 4G rollout targeted for March 2025. BSNL will soon be launching 5G. The government has given them enough assistance, FM stated, and level convocation of the Indian Institute of Science Education and Research in Bhopal. Significant departure from the BRS government edition. The Congress government is seriously contemplating replacing the Batkamma Sari scheme with silver coin or cash out this year, mark a potential end to a scheme that has been a hallmark of the BRS government since 2017. As the Batkuma saris given by BRS was about poor quality of sari, where women protest refusing of accept the sari or proposing them for non-festive use. Taking this factor, Congress government is exploring alternative options such as providing silver coin or cash to BPL women while doing away with the sari. A coin to sold proposal is being considered to distribute 5 gram or 10 gram silver coin or an equivalent cash amount. Watch the channel. Press the bell icon to get latest notification of news. Like, share and subscribe my channel.